This is an urgent news flash. AI has taken over the world and has started writing short stories. That's right, in this video I'm going to show you how you can harness the power of the Terminator to write short stories that you can sell on KDP. Stick around because I've got some good hints on how to make your stories unique and less computer sounding. So the first thing we need to do is to give ChatGPT a prompt, and you need to be quite specific in this, otherwise it'll give you a load of gobbledygook. So in this example I've said give me 5 unique story ideas for children's short stories, and I could just leave it there, but I've added the extra each story must include a lesson learned at the end, and these are the suggestions that it gave us. Now these aren't bad ideas at all, and you could, if you wanted to, take these ideas and write your own story, but we're being lazy and we're going to get ChatGPT to write the story for us. So the next step is to get it to expand the story, and you could just type in expand 1 into a 500-word story and it would give you a perfectly serviceable story, but if you add more detail you get more out of it. So in this case I've told it to use dialogue and to give the characters names. Now it took a little while to generate, but it got into it. It expanded the idea of the seed that grew into a full 500-ish word story, but it also added dialogue and gave the characters names. Now that's important. I think dialogue is good if the parents are reading the stories to the children, then the parents can put on funny voices, make their story more entertaining, and if the child's reading it by themselves then they can imagine what the character sounds like. So I think it's important to add these little extra prompts, and that has expanded the story quite well. It gave me the character name of Sammy, and it also added dialogue to some of the plants. Not a lot of dialogue, but there's probably not many speaking opportunities for plants and seeds. And again, you could use this story as it is, but there are a couple of things I want to change in it. So I've decided to tell it to rewrite the story and to make Sammy a sunflower seed because they grow very big. And there's also a part in the story where it says the flower had to put up with harsh sunlight, and I want to change the harsh sun to strong wind. And we have mentioned now that Sammy is a sunflower seed and he wants to grow into a tall, beautiful sunflower. And we also have mention of the fact that the breeze made him grow stronger. He remembered his dream and kept pushing forward. The wind actually helped Sammy to become stronger as it blew against him, and he had to learn how to stand tall. That's a lovely sentiment for a children's story. And I just want to make one more change to the story, and that is that I think some of the language might be a little bit too advanced for younger children, like determination and perseverance. So I'm going to ask it to rewrite the story using language appropriate to a 7-year-old, so something that a 7-year-old would understand. And what it'll do, it'll go through the entire story and just make it more suitable for a younger reader. Now if I was thinking ahead, I would have put this 7-year-old at the top of the prompt and said give me 5 unique stories suitable for 7-year-olds, but I didn't. But that's not a problem. Whatever you forget, you can tell it to consider in a further prompt. And this is the story now about Sammy the sunflower seed, which is suitable for 7-year-olds. But I think the stories go, considering we had minimal input. It came out pretty well. The next thing to do really is to do that exact same thing with the other story ideas that it generated. So go expand number 2. I can't even remember what story 2 was, but ChatGPT will remember. So right from the off I'm telling it to expand the story, to use dialogue, and to give the characters names. And there you go, it starts straight away. A little kitten named Whiskers who gets lost. And because ChatGPT doesn't really have a sense of how things work in the world in a real sense, I suppose it's printing out a conversation between an old woman and a cat. Now, I'm sure a lot of old women do have conversations with cats, but the cats certainly don't answer back in English. So that's something that I want to change in the next draft. So I'm going to tell it to rewrite the story and change Mrs. Smith's character into a street cat, just to make it a bit more believable. And there you go. The story regenerates and Mrs. Smith, the old lady, becomes a kind street cat called Mittens. Now, as I read through this story, I see that even though they are two cats now, they've decided to talk to the rest of the villagers. And that's something that needs to be changed. So, again, your wish is ChatGPT's command. So in the next prompt, I say rewrite the story again, but this time change villagers into other animals that you would find in a village. So things like birds and dogs and things like that. And again, it produces a story. This time it has made it an unsanctioned change. It's changed Mittens the cat to Tweety the bird, which, you know, I'm on board with. I don't mind that at all. Sorry, Mittens, you've been recast. And you can see that later in the story, they go to... And you can see that later in the story, instead of asking the villagers, they asked the other animals in the village. And they've gave each animal a name and some dialogue. So Buddy the dog says, "I'm sorry, Whiskers, I don't know a house like that." Peter the rabbit says, "I'm afraid I don't know that either." But Sammy the squirrel knows where the house is and saves the day. Now, the next important step is to make sure that your work is not plagiarized. And for that, there are several online plagiarism checkers. Some are better than others, so do your research. This one here is a free one called smallseotools.com, and they will check your work for plagiarism. So you simply copy and paste your story in, click "I'm not a robot," and then it'll work its magic. And it does take a little while, but then you'll get a report like this. And as you can see, 0% plagiarized, 100% unique. If that was a small percentage plagiarized, and I've done it before where it has been 4% or so, this does underline the program does underline the problematic passage, tells you where it's from, and then you can use the information it gives you to change the wording and run it through the plagiarism checker again if you so wish. Now, there is one more thing that you can do with ChatGPT. Obviously, it's fine if you want to just to take the story and put it in a book, add a couple of other stories using the same manner, and publish it as just a word book. No, that would be absolutely fine, I imagine, and would sell okay. You can also add illustrations to your book if you are an illustrator yourself, or you use Fiverr, or you can get suitable images from AI or Creative Fabrica. And to do that, I just ask ChatGPT to give me suggestions for illustrations for this particular story. And as you can see, it goes through the story, picking out different plot points, and suggests stories that and suggests illustrations that you might like to incorporate. And that is it for today's video. Hopefully you found this useful. I'll leave the question of whether you should be using AI to generate short stories and publish them down to you. I just thought that's an interesting way to make them. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.